Hi everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about the system design interview question related to one of the app that is most favorite app everyone is like right now using in nowadays, that is Instagram. So it is like everybody is knowing about what is the Instagram, what is the functionality of the Instagram. So I just want to discuss about the functionality, what is the code behind that, what is the requirement when anybody or any developer, any software developer is creating such type of application. So what the question as the interviewer was asking, that perspective I am going to discuss about here. So just let's start about that. First of all, like we have aware about that, like what is the Instagram, and if you're not, just I think nobody is remaining nowadays. Everybody know like what is the WhatsApp, what is the Instagram. So it is like social media platform that enables user to share the photos and videos with the others. So on this platform, content creator can choose to set the visibility of their post, like photos, videos, to either like private mode or public mode. Another user can interact with that post by liking or commenting on them. So it is like it is also offer variety range of functionality, including the ability to user to follow each other, see each other's views, feeds, like entire platform. I can say it is a other feature available on the Instagram include like image editing, like you can make a filter on that, like you can apply the filter on that, location tagging, private messaging, push alert, group messaging, hashtag, filters, and more. So this is the like functionality what we are using daily to daily activities on this app. So just we are discussing about this activity what we are using, and behind that what is the requirement when any developer or any software developer is trying to develop this such type of application. So on that we just have to first think about that, what is the requirement of the system. If you are trying to moving, or if you are trying to creating such type of application, so first we have idea about what is the requirement we can take, so that we can create the such type of application. So requirement in the sense we have a two types of requirement. First is like functional and second is a non-functional. Functional requirement I can say, as per like right now I can give the more example. Functional requirement like user can, functional requirement like user can upload and view photos. So this is the one of the function, user upload and view photos. Second, the system should allow user to search for photos based on their titles. If you're like you are searching about the photos about the god or some flowers, some animal, so you can try a search bar. You can type the search bar this photo, like what is the you want to search on that, like animal or any flowers name, so that you can search. So first for that you have to be allow user to search the photo based on their title. So this is the second requirement. I'm going to discuss about the high level. There's a lots of things or lots of activity we are having, but I will try to cover as more as possible. Third, we can see like user can follow each other. User should follow each other. Uh, s- Next, I can say uh, each user should have a custom feed so that they display the top photos from the user they follow. So, like if I am following any other, so they can see my photos and I can see his photo or her photos. So that should be also one of the news feed that we are knowing as a custom news feed. Custom news feed. This is a like some high level of requirement, which is as a functional requirement we can say. It is a functional requirement. They follow each other. Just I am giving here. They follow each other. Okay. Coming to the next, we have a non-functional requirement. In this non-functional, like there is a nothing to do any major activity. I can say major action. Some of the example I can say. Non-functional, it comes like the system should be like highly scalable and optimized for read heavy workloads. Like if every day tons of billions of users coming to this app and they are uploading videos or posting their photos or videos, so the system or the app should be scalable and available, not have any downtime. So that is also once it is a non-functional requirement. So I can say this one is like comes under the non-functional. So this thing is like we can say highly scalable, and optimize the feed. Second, system should be reliable. System should be reliable. Reliable. Sorry. reliable, and ensuring like no photo or videos you are uploading that will be lost. So reliable is trying to like I can say, sorry, it's my spelling mistake. Reliable, it is like no uploaded videos or photo should be lost. Uploaded photo, video should lost. Like every user, if they are uploading their videos or photos, so they are always trying to like anything you are uploading or posting that should not be lost. So this is also comes under the non-functional requirement. And also like one of I can say optimize the popular post or videos, post or photos, and also like that should also be like I can say support or compatible with the wide range of the devices, support multi-language, and work well with the variety like varying internet bandwidth. Like if you are using the 4 GB or some 3 GB, so that is also one of the requirement, but that is comes under the non-functional, because that purpose we not have to do any code or anything. That should be like depend on the infra type of thing, like bandwidth, multiple language, so and range of devices. Someone is using the laptop for uploading the video, someone is in the mobile. So according that, system is also changing and bandwidth also changing. So according that we have to be take care of those things in our mind. If anybody is using, so we can customize this type of thing, or which we can scalable optimize the solution on that. So I can say support multiple language one of this, and wide range of devices, and work very well I can say, varying internet bandwidth. So this is the some broader level requirement which we can see under the non-functional requirement I can say. So after that I just keep one of the sample mathematical calculation, just capacity estimation. Just I'm giving the one of the example capacity estimation. Like let's assume like let's important consider like read request will be significantly more frequent than write request, so with a ratio of approximately 100 to 1. So let's assume that there is like 5 million user user registered with the same like Instagram platform, and 1 million is active user per day register, and 1 million user active per day. So you have to be handle this type of user every day, per day just. And if 5 million people posting every day, posting images, people post image or photos I can say, post or photos daily, then this translate to an average of about like 57 photos being uploaded per second. 57 photo uploaded per second by per user. This is the estimation which we can consider. It's like 5 million upon 24,660. It's like averagely. Then if the average, like when we are uploading any photo, there is a KB size we have. So if photos size is normally I can say 150 KB, then the daily storage users is like 716 GB. Sorry, GB. So I just 5 million multiply this 150 KB. So if we assume that the services will be active for the 10 years, like this is the normal calculation I'm taking, and I just thinking like if this is the normal, and that will be continue up till the 10 years. If anybody are creating the account 2010 or 2012, and they are still are using, or they are still activating, or they are still uploading videos and all, so how you are maintaining the data from that 2010 to till now? So just approximately 10 years gap I'm taking. If we assume the service will be active for the 10 years, then total space required by the approximately 2.6 pb. That is, I can say, 716 multiply with 365 days into 10. This 365 for the 1 year, and similarly for the 10 years, so 365 into 10, and 716, it is our storage capacity, like GB. So it is like approximately comes 2.6 GB. So this is like capacity estimation. I'm just ranging. Actually, it will be more than this also. Okay. So high level design, I can say, what we can say, when anybody is designing, or like as a software designer or architect perspective, I can say we have like user onboarding, then we have a load balancer, and load balancer is a main task, I can say, and they are divided our request to multiple storage over there, like multiple server. So user onboarding, sorry, yeah. So user onboarding also one of the key component. Then we have a load balancer, and load balancer again goes to our user services. Okay, and this will be again like user services using a database for this MySQL or other, if you have, if you are designing. And reaching to here, I can say from the MySQL, between that we can design one of the like catch system, that is catch just we are referring. Okay, similarly for this, we can say, for the add friend also purpose, we have similarly load balancer, user services, like we can say, this user services. Apart from this, we can say graph services. Then similarly MySQL or other server, like, or other database server you can use, and that will also we are keeping the same one of the Redis cache, which is like frequently when we are accessing any post or any data which we need, like, as soon as possible that data should become. So this Redis cache is helping over there. And at the end we have this Kafka, same, which I can consider, and computing this both of these, we can say we have Kafka, which is handling all this user services and graph services. So the user services, I can say, responsible for managing the user onboarding, login, profile related action. It turns around on the like MySQL database, which was selected because the data is structured, and we know, like, when we are using the graph services, when we are using the user services. Graph services like unstructured, and user services like structured type of data. So the data is structured, and that is relatively relationally way, and the system is optimized for the read heavy workload, which MySQL is like well suited to handle. And the user service is connected to the Redis database, I can say, which store all user data. When the user services receive a request, it first check the Redis for the requested information and return to the user. If it is found, okay. If it is not found in the Redis, then user services will check in the MySQL database and retrieve the data and insert into the Redis. So before returning to the user, additionally, a similar process can be followed whenever new user or information are added to the database. Okay, so this is the type of backend process, or I can say, services is handling the requested when the user uh, sending the request on this application. So this approach allows the user services to quickly access and return most up-to-date data to the user, while maintaining a cache for the frequently accessed information ready to improve the performance. So this is the like request type of thing which we are handling. Next, I can say we have a system component. System component, I can say, is nothing but like we are using the followers, media hosting, like uploading reels and all, likes button or comments. We can see like lots of comment section is there. So there is, like, you can say there's a total count, seems like 21% is commented or 51% is commented, and there's a like button. So on that also you can see the count of that, like 500 likes or 400 likes. So this is not coming any magic. For that purpose, we have a services API call that making account, and that it's showing in the UI. So for that reason, I can say we have a microservices which is handling for this comment, likes button, comment services or like services, I can say post services. So these are the multiple services which we are handling with the help of microservices. So this is the design, I can say, which is mainly we are dedicating to using the microservices architecture. I can say there is a multiple services which we are creating. User services, not I can say user feed services, follower services, similarly. Then media hosting like you are uploading the reels and all. Then post services, comment services, then like services. So all the services which we can handle with the help of microservices. Okay, and all this data we are storing, that is data storage, and the data storage type should be like Cassandra or Neo4j. So this is like services which we are creating, and we are storing the data on this one. Then coming to the API design, this now I can say we are just creating the architecture layer. Coming to the API design and data flow, how this API is like we are creating. First of all, but we have to be know. Just come here. Data flow API design. Data flow first we can say first what the API use. First it will user send request to API. Request to API, okay. Then load balancer receive the request and forward to where it forward to app server, okay. So that's why I told this is the load balancer. It is not like when any user is requesting something, it is not directly hitting to our server. It is comes first to the load balancer, then the load balancer which we are designing, that will be automatically, not automatically, as per our rules, we are like distributing, that will be go in the app server. Then third we can say this app server when when receiving the request, app server receive request. What he does, he perform the input validation. What does, he will check what the user want, input validation. You want photos, you want some media, or you want some information, news content. So it will be input validation. And after that, if we found what the user is requested, then it will be, if it is successful, sorry, if it is successful, then app server return what? If you are API developer, you know what will be written. It will return okay response with or without the requested data. If there is an issue, it will be written with the issue error response. If not, it will return specific error response. Why it will be not getting the data? What is the reason behind that? We are maintaining in our code. I will also design the function also for this. Okay, so this is the like data flow API design diagram, this high level of uh, discussion. Then coming to the API design, how we can design. API design is, we can say we can create one of the function. API design, I can create one of the function like sign up. In the sorry, sign up. How many input we can give? Username we can give, first name we can give, last name we can give, password we can give. This is like sign up. First registration form I can say. Then you can give phone number, also another parameter, email also one of the parameter, bio also another parameter, and sometimes you also uploading your photos. So these are the basic parameter which we need while sign up, and it will be stored in our user table. So add this user to user table. Okay. After this, if you are sign up, then we have a login. In the login function, what we can give. Similarly, what we are using in the username, uname, sorry, uname, then password what we are created. This is a sufficient. We can use these two parameters and log in the system, log in the user and update the last login time. It will like keeping our database updated like the user is active or not. So that's why we are maintaining the last login time. Then after that we have like search user, one of the function we can create in a, like we are creating search user, the parameter what the user was searching. So just type the keyword like search string keyword. Anybody is trying to like search the animal name or flower name, so that is a string format. Search and authentication token. So it will return public user data to the given user ID. Similarly, for this, I can say get user by ID. Okay, yeah, this one of the functions is get user by ID. In this also we can use the UID, some user ID, and authentication token. It here also we are returning the public user data for the given user ID. If I'm searching the animal pics, okay, so it will be going in the public, which is already remaining or which is already available some photos or pics. So that will be search it out, and what we are liking, just we are clicking on that, and it will be returning. So that is also we can say returning the public user data for the given user ID. Given user ID means we are a single user ID. We are asking or we are requesting something, so it will be returning to my ID. Same, I have some like function follow user. In this what we can see, we have a UID parameter, target UID. Target UID why I am using, because we are creating the function for the follow user. It means like I am following some other user. So that's why from and to. User ID what I am just using, target user ID where I want to follow. Then next we have a authentication token. It is also like add follow data to database. So that's why you can see there is a one section which you can see how many user you are following, how many user they are following to you. So you can see there is a two section, follower and following, and both are keeping in different table. Similarly, other we have add post function. In the add post, what we can use file, caption, user ID, authentication token. In the delete post, what we can use same. I am deleting my some photos, so I have my user ID because we are using deleting, so that will be like authenticated. You are deleting by your wish, not some other one. So user ID, then post ID, then authentication token. This authentication token is a mandatory because it is tracking your user ID, because you are doing some such activity which is you already did, like you are already posted some photos or videos, and again you are trying to deleting. So that's why we are just keeping the authentication token. In the future if anybody asking why, where is my data, I'm not able to see, so we have a keep of that data. We can see, we can respond a message, this is the data deleted by your ID, not any other. So this is the reason behind that you are responsible. That's why user ID with authentication token is mandatory, one of the key parameter which is we are storing the database in our table. Similarly, we have a get feed. There's like lots of function we have. Just I'm high level. I can just create one like delete post, get feed, get user post, post like. Also, we have one of the function we are creating. Then post like, post unlike, add comment, delete comment. So this some function which is highly frequently we are seeing in our application, and we can create the function over there. After that we have a database design. So just I'm covering the function high level. Add post, delete post, sorry, delete post, get feed, then we have get user post. Okay, so next we can say we have a post like method which we can create in an API, add comment, delete comment, also one of the function we can create. Okay, so this is the like API design which we are creating a function over there to accessing or maintaining the functionality. Then after that we have a database design. In database design, what we actually do, we are just creating a table, which table is mandatory where we are keeping our data. So I can say one of the mandatory table is like photos. Okay. Then I have like user table, and next I can say user flow. These three table I can say mandatory for storing for data on this application. I can say photo in that sense I can say in the photos we can store in the user ID, photo path. We are like uploading our photo, so where this is going to store. Then photo latitude, longitude, user latitude, like which location they are uploading, user longitude. Then correlation date, when they are uploading the date time also we are maintaining. Coming to the user table, normally what we are using in a sign up page, that all the information we are storing in like name, email, date of birth, creation date, last login and all. User flow, I am just keeping the data for those like where I am following those user ID 1 or user ID 2. Sometime you can see single user are creating the multiple profile. So sometime this also we can use, uh, but yeah, that's why we are using like this username or user ID is already existing. We are getting the response or we are getting the message. Just use a different one. So this is the data which we can store in our user for validating the duplicacy. Okay, so this is the like high level of design of this Instagram, I can say, and what is the main component we are using or we are thinking that system should be work properly. And I think that's giving a valuable information to you all. And if you like or if you understand what we are discussed today, please give a hit like button on this, and we'll meet you in the next video. Thank you.